ancient times, it was believed that the earth was at the center of the universe, and the sun, the moon, the planets, and all the stars were orbiting around it. About 500 years ago, an astronomer, Nicolaus Copernicus, stated that the sun was at the center of the universe and all the planets revolved around it. And it was a revolutionary idea. Even Copernicus hesitated to publish his work due to some other reasons, and his work was published in the year of his death in 1543. In 1609, Galileo designed his own telescope. Through this, he observed the rings of Saturn, phases of Venus, and moons of Jupiter. And he argued that all the planets must orbit the sun, not the earth. Now you can see that ideas and concepts grow and change. Hey everyone, my name is Ambika, and in this video we'll talk about the planets of our solar system. Do you know, till 2006, there were 9 planets in our solar system. The planets were Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. But in 2006, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) adopted a new definition of a planet. And Pluto doesn't fit this definition, so it is no longer a planet of the solar system. So now there are only 8 planets in our solar system, and as per the Copernicus statement, the sun is the center of the solar system and all the planets revolve around it. So the first planet is Mercury. This planet Mercury is nearest to the Sun, and it is smallest planet in our solar system. Because Mercury is very close to the Sun, it is very hot during the day and very cold at night. Mercury has no satellites of its own. The second planet is Venus. The planet Venus is the second planet of our solar system. It is the brightest planet in the night sky. Venus has no moon or satellites of its own. Sometimes Venus appears in the eastern sky before sunrise, and sometimes it appears in the western sky after sunset. Therefore, it is often called a morning or an evening star. Although it is not a star, it is a planet. Now the third planet is Earth, our home. Some special environmental conditions are responsible for the existence and continuation of life on the Earth. Earth has only one moon and nearly 70% of Earth's surface covered with water. That's why this planet is called a blue planet. And we must take a special care to protect our environment so that the life on the Earth is not disturbed. And the next planet is Mars. Mars is the fourth planet in our solar system. It appears slightly reddish because of the presence of red soil and rocks. Therefore, it is also called a red planet. And Mars has two small natural satellites. And the next planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet of the solar system. It is so large that about 1300 Earths can be placed inside this giant Jupiter, and it has a large number of satellites. The next planet is Saturn. Saturn is yellowish in color and it has beautiful rings around it. That are made up of ice and dust that makes it unique in the solar system. Saturn also has many satellites, and one interesting thing about Saturn is that it is the least dense among all the planets. Its density is less than that of water. The seventh planet is Uranus, and a thick layer of gas covers this planet. And the eighth planet is Neptune. Neptune is the furthest planet from the Sun, so the cold winds blow here at very high speed. So guys, if you want to learn the name of all the planets in a very simple way, then check out my previous video, or the link is in the description box. You can click on that and here you go. Thank you so much for watching guys. Bye.